This is proof that Dokkan really does listen to us. During the Dokkan Now live stream, they announced this event right here called Grand Elder Guru's Guidance, an event that allows you to level up Link skills easily. This is something that we've been wanting for a very long time, and we are finally getting it. But there are some limitations to this event. We also don't really know how it works. So in this video, I'm going to go through all of that, explain to you how I want it to work, how it could possibly work. But I also want to show you guys some units and some teams that you might want to consider running into this event to maximize the power of your box. But before we hop into that, guys, we are super close to 12.5 thousand subscribers. If you guys end up enjoying this video, only if you enjoy this video, if you enjoy the vibes, consider subscribing, consider liking the video. I do appreciate all the love and support. Let's hop straight into it. So again, this event does allow us to it's a once per day event, as it shows you there, that levels up Link skills easily. Now I wanted to pull this up here because a few I think it was like 2 months ago, there was like the Zeta download that actually really reveals a lot of information about Dokkan, including Link skills and the probabilities of leveling up. So every time you enter a fight, right, a Link at level 1 will have an 80% chance of leveling up, right? A Link at level 2 will have a 50% chance of leveling up. A Link at level 9 will have a 3% chance, as you guys can see at the bottom there, at leveling up, right? So this new event right here could simply be something that guarantees or increases these chances, right? So for example, Link level 1 could have a 100% chance. Link level 2 can have 90% chance, right? And then Link level 9 could honestly have like a 10% chance of leveling up. I would have loved if they did 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, right? Just going down the list there, right? So again, Link level 1 will have 90% chance. Link level 9 will have a 10% chance. That would be insane. And again, it's once per day. So I think honestly that would be pretty sick. But the question still remains, is it going to be at least one Link guaranteed per unit? So for example, let's say you're running the new LR Boo tanks, right? Not new, but okay, actually new LR Frieza, right? All of his Links are at level 5. Is it going to guarantee at least one of those Links still levels up? Maybe 2 of those Links level up? We don't really know how it's going to work, but in my opinion, it might just still be a probability, right? But on Twitter, the man Zaid, he even said this, bro, imagine if the Guru event guarantees every Link to level up +1. Honestly, I think that would be a little bit OP, especially for an event that's available once per day, right? If it was available, I think the limit here is very important because it tells us a lot. If it was once per week, obviously this event would be a lot more powerful, right? Because they're only allowing us to do it once per week, right? So if it's once per week, then that would make sense that every single Link would increase by 1, which again is OP. But since it's once per day, I don't think it's going to be that powerful. I think it's just going to increase the chances overall and allow us to level up Links a little bit faster. But again, it is only once per day. So I want you guys to let me know what you think. How powerful do you think this event is going to be? What units do you plan on running? And talking about units, let me actually go over to my box now and show you and explain to you some units that you really want to consider running, okay? So first things first, I want to mention things about Big Bad Bosses and Thirst for Conquest. Those are 2 Links that are extremely powerful that you guys definitely do not want to miss out, okay? So for example, LR Turtle is here. Is a unit that has both Big Bad Bosses and Thirst for Conquest. Thirst for Conquest at Link level 10 is 15% attack and defense, which is definitely very powerful, right? But Big Bad Bosses at Link level 10 is 25% attack and defense unconditionally, right? That is very powerful. To give you guys a little quick example, if you have a unit, let me actually just pull up a random Big Bad Bosses unit. By the way, if you want to know how to look up what characters in your box have specific Links, just go to your character box, right? Click on favorite, scroll down, click this right here, Link skill. You can just select or search up a specific Link skill. I can type in Big Bad Bosses. There you go. And now you have every single unit in your box that has Big Bad Bosses. So for example, I can look at this physical Super 17, right? At Big Bad Bosses Link level 1, it's 25% attack and defense, but when HP is 80% or less, right? This is not something that's really good because if you're running a really powerful team, getting below this is not going to be, that easy or something you can really count on. But again, at Link level 10, it takes away this HP restriction, so you definitely want to think about, okay, running any unit that has big bad bosses. These are all the units that I have personally, and if you do it, these are all the units that you're gonna have that have big bad bosses. And I also mentioned that this is not every single unit, because for example, physical Boo tanks, right, or Buhan, whatever you want to call him, he gets big bad bosses upon transformation. But I mean, even if you do level up links, there's still a good chance that big bosses will still link level up, right? It's not something that you have to, you don't have to be transformed with the unit to get that specific link that changes to link level up, okay? So don't worry about that. But yeah, units who have big bad bosses, I would 100% consider you guys leveling up first. I just think that the power of that link is too massive for you guys to really, you know, look over. Same thing with Bojack units and Thirst for Conquest, right? To give you guys an example, this LR Int Bojack and his whole squad here shares 3 really powerful links with this STR Bojack down here, right? So when they're on rotation, they share more links than that, but just to give you guys an example, they share big bad bosses, which gives you 25% attack and defense, Thirst for Conquest, which gives you 15% attack and defense, so you're already at 40% attack and defense just from 2 links. Galactic Warriors gives you 2 key and 20% to attack and defense. So just from 3 links, LR Int Bojack and STR Bojack share 2 key and 60% attack and defense. But again, remember that STR Bojack has to also be at link level 10 for that to happen as well, right? Because now only LR Int Bojack is getting that buff, not STR Bojack. So just keep that in mind. Both these units need to be linked level 10 for both of them to share that amazing power. Now all you really need is a Space Traveling Warriors Bulging Biceps Beto to release in the game, giving 3 key and 40% to attack and defense for that rotation to be absolutely insane. Again, do not underestimate the links for these extreme class units. Also, things like let me actually pull up a Majin character that have link level 10, because again, these extreme class units, dude, these units do not play around. Let me just go to Majin Musaga extreme class. I don't know where Majin power is, but again, let me pull up this guy right here, right? So at link level 10, a lot of these Majin Buu units get like really powerful buffs. The Majin link itself is 2 key and 15% to attack and defense. It's not that strong with these other units, right? So again, you imagine having that with LR Buu tanks, the Exchange Buu, right? The AGO Skinny Buu, who is really, really strong the first few turns. Even Buu Piccolo here, right? That is a very powerful link. Things like infinite regeneration. Recovering 3% HP may not be the craziest, but when you factor that in with the healing that this guy has on his super attack, right? He heals 12% HP. The healing that this guy has at 12% at the start of turn. The healing that this guy has 15% at the start of turn. Like, healing gets ridiculous, okay, at that point. So every link for these Buu characters really does count, right? The Wall Standing Tall. Attack plus 20%, making your enemies or your allies hit a lot harder than usual. So these Majin Majin Buu units are things that you guys are units that you have to consider running in this event to get the most out of it, right? Metamorphosis is going to heal more HP for you. So again, please do not look over your extreme class units that have big bad bosses, or even your Majin Buu units. But let's say you don't care about that, right? I would personally recommend, if you play global specifically, right, then link units that, or link level up your units that are going to get buffs in the future, right? For example, this team right here, we already know that all of these girls get EZAs on JP, not including, you know, physical thick Brienne. She's just here for the leader skill, right? But all these other units right here, these units do get EZAs on global, on JP. No, yeah, sorry. They get EZAs on global. They already have them on JP. And they're coming in, what, 3, 4, 5 months? I don't know. But getting these links done now is going to help me when they get their EZAs in the future. When I test them out, they're going to be at full power instead of me having them at, you know, link level 1 or something. And they're not really going to be as strong as they possibly could be, right? So just keep that in mind. But even if you're a JP, right? If you're a JP, you can easily do the same thing, because we know the units are going to get EZAs in the futures, right? So for example, we know, let me pull up a random unit here, right? We know that the LR androids, they're the last friend summon LR to get an EZA. So we know they're going to get an EZA at some point, right? Put them on the team, right? We know, for example, that where's this physical LR Trunks? This guy, right? This guy right here, he is one of the Prime Battle LRs. He's probably next in line to get an EZA. Throw him on the team, right? Where's the LR Goku, Black, and Zamasu? We know they're getting an EZA, right? Where's the Trunks and where's the physical LR Trunks? The one who crits or doesn't really like to crit a lot for me at least. But this Trunks, we know he's getting an easy A as well, right? So put him on the freaking team, right? We know a lot of these units are getting easy A's on JP, just looking at other units that have gotten easy A's in the past. So it only makes sense that you were to bring units that you can level up right now and be prepared for when those units actually get their easy A. So just consider that, okay? Another thing I would probably mention is to probably level up, you know, same name update teams. So for example, this team right here, right? There's 3 UI Omen Gokus, and I also have 2 AGL. I mean, I have my friend, you know, MUI Goku and my MUI Goku. So this team gets very, very disgusting. The support from this unit, and my you know, lovely LR Master Roshi here. The support again. This team literally goes crazy. And what I love about this team is that these units are already at link level 10. These units are already at link level 10. So this team, when they're on rotation with each other, I mean, things just get very ludicrous very, very fast. And again, like this is probably one of my favorite teams in Dokkan right now, not because of just how well everyone links, but again, just because of the power this team puts out, okay? And the power this team puts out is heavily dependent on these links being at level 10, so okay? Just keep all that stuff in mind. So personally, I would recommend focusing on extreme class units first. Big bad bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Galactic Warriors, or just your Boo units. Those units are going to get the most benefit out of the link level update event here that's coming out. Then, if you're on Global or just JP, focus on units that you know are getting easy A's in the future. I mean, if you're on Global, you already know. If you're on JP, you can kind of guess depending on, like for example, right? When the first 120 unit got their easy A, let's say for example that the first 120 unit to get their easy A was this LR Broly, this Super Saiyan 3 Broly, right? When he gets the easy A, we already know now that all the other 120s are getting their easy A sometime in the future. So what you want to do is exactly that. Bring every single 120 that you have in your box and start easy Aing, or start, you know, grinding up their links, just like I have here, right? So when their easy A's come out, you're already good to go. You can test them out at full power. So there you guys go. Let me know what you think. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. But if you like thick Brienne, then make sure to subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.